What happened to that lunatic son of yours, anyway?
Patrick's, well, and he's not a lunatic. He's a bachelor of sorts, almost. I think I got the key.
On the other side there. Oh,
Patrick?
Jesus, Patrick!
Mother!
How'd you get my number? Yes, I was in bed. It's none of your business. I'm gonna hang up now, Ed. I'm gonna hang up right now.
Could you tell me where Matron Cassidy is, please?
Yes?
I have the applicant with me, Doctor.
Be with you in a minute.
Your last letter of recommendation is dated 3.5 years ago. You haven't worked as a nursing sister since then?
No, I stopped when I got married.
You haven't worked as a nursing sister in this country?
No.
Could you handle some typing from time to time?
Yes?
Any children?
No.
And Mr. Jacquard approves of your returning to shift work?
We're separated.
I see. Why? Oh, it is none of my business, Mrs. Jacquard. But let's be frank. We are not interested in restless housewives who resign at first threat of a soiled bedpan. Why did you choose the Rocher Clinic for your comeback, Mrs. Jacquard?
The agency suggested...
Because we are only a small clinic, some applicants presume that our standards are less rigid.
Oh, I didn't think that.
And because of this misconception, we tend to attract certain types.
Types?
Types, Mrs. Jacquard.
I don't,
Lesbians, nymphomaniacs, enema specialists. Well, am I offending you, Mrs. Jacquard?
No.
Zoophiliacs, algalagniacs, necrophiliacs, pedophiliacs, scoptophiliacs, exhibitionists, voyeurs. Now, do you follow me, Mrs. Jacquard?
Yes.
Disease. That God moves in mysterious ways, Mrs. Jacquard. He can don the mask of perversion and spread like cancer through our hospital staff. We had a classicant here last week, seated where you are now, applying for work as an orderly, and his little quirk, as it turned out, was to sneak down to the laundry of a night and paint himself with excreta. Does that shock you, Mrs. Jacquard?
No.
Well, it should. It shocks me.
I can assure you,
Oh, so did he, Mrs. Jacquard. Oh, come in, Doctor. Mrs. Jacquard, Dr. Roger.
Matron, have my frogs arrived yet?
No, not yet.
Could you chase it up?
Yes, I'll make a note of it. Mrs. Jacquard's qualifications are adequate, but she hasn't worked in this country before.
You've worked with unconscious patients, I assume.
Yes.
Any experience with cerebral monitoring, EEGs, Fourier analysis?
A little.
She comes to us in the wake of an unstable domestic situation, Doctor.
Hire her.
Dr. Roger owns this hospital, which gives him the privilege to have final say in borderline cases. But let me make it very clear to you, Mrs. Jacquard. I am boss cocky in this hospital. The salary is minimum, the hours abominable, and I should insist on the option to terminate you without notice.
Yes, that's fine.
When can you begin?
Well, today, if you like. Yes, matron?
Oh, this is Sister Jacquard, Sister Williams.
Hello? Hi.
I'd like you to find her a uniform and then have her relieve Nurse Panicale in room 15.
Room 15, matron?
That's right.
You'll be specialing him, responsible for IV therapy, monitoring him, and general nursing care.
My God, it's like a meat cooler in here. You'll give him pneumonia. Sister Jacquard, Nurse Panicale. Sister Jacquard will be taking over the noon till 9 shift, so you can resume your regular duties on Ward 1.
Thank you, sister.
And this is our friend Patrick. He's what you call an acute.
Why haven't his eyes been sutured shut?
Roger's instructions. You will be expected to keep the eyes bathed and lubricated.
Hello, Patrick.
He can't hear you. He's dead. Oh, technically he's alive in that he breathes and pumps blood. But I don't think you're going to get much conversation out of him. He's been unconscious for 3 years.
What a waste.
Oh, it's a waste of space, if you ask me. Most of our new sisters cop Patrick first up. Matron says that if he can survive 3 years in a coma, he can live through anything. Anyway, such as he is, he's all yours, sister. I think you'll find him a handful.
Well, I think Patrick and I are going to get along just...
Oh, that's another thing. Dr. Roger calls it a motor nerve reflex, but no one really knows why he does it.
You seem to do it on purpose.
Well, one thing's for certain. Patrick never does anything on purpose.
Any chance of improvement?
No. He's been unconscious too long. Dr. Roget says that even if he regained consciousness, he would have the intelligence of a penicillin culture. But he spits well.
Matron Cassidy's usually in her office till about 8, and Dr. Roget often works later. Otherwise, the desk clerk will sign you off at 9. Any questions?
No, I think I can manage.
I'll leave you to it.
And how's our creature from the id this afternoon?
No change, Doctor.
No change. That's good. Has he moved his bowels yet?
Not yet.
You'll let me know when he does. Jacquard, isn't it?
Yes, Doctor.
He spits, you know. And what is your learned pronouncement, sister?
I like him.
Come in. Come in.
Your frogs have arrived, Doctor.
Good, good. Put them down. See that?
Sir?
She doesn't like coming in here.
Why?
I don't know. She says there's no air. Flowers won't grow. Notice anything?
No.
Neither does he. Look at him. Does he look as though he's been unconscious for 3 years? Actually, he's in better shape now than when they brought him here. No wasting.
What did you call him? Something from the id?
A devil. A born devil on whose nature nurture can never stick.
What happened to him?
Massive damage to the cerebral cortex. Some accident, so the police said.
The police were involved?
Apparently.
Do you think it could have been the shock of seeing his mother killed?
Who told you that?
Sister Williams told me.
Perhaps.
I mean, do you think something like that could cause this?
I'm not interested in amateur psychology. I'm only interested in what he is now. Hold the leg, please.
Was he ever aware of anything?
Captain Fraser says that he and Patrick play chess. Captain Fraser also says that Patrick flies in and out the window at night when everyone's asleep.
How can you be so sure he isn't aware?
160 pounds of limp meat hanging off a comatose brain. Can you imagine anything less aware than that?
Then why does he spit?
Yeah. I'm inserting the needle into the base of the skull. Now I'm destroying the brain cells. Now I'm going down the spinal column. Hold out your hand. And now, with this electric stimulator, in layman's terms, this is why he spits. See? Come, sister. We're not going all watery at the knees over a frog, are we? They gave him all the tests at Lockhart, wrote him up in a medical journal, tried monitoring him 24 hours a day on an electroencephalograph. An EEG will pick up any brain activity from a fart to a nervous breakdown. 1,120 hours they had him on it, and what do you think it registered? Just farts.
Why don't you let him die?
He's dead already. The machine's alive.
Then why don't you switch it off?
I suppose there's every reason why we should. He hasn't a family. No one comes to see him. He takes up space. He wastes the taxpayers' money. He ties up this expensive equipment 24 hours a day.
But what's your personal opinion, Doctor?
I'm a physician governed by a code. I don't need an opinion.
I don't think that's a very satisfactory answer, Doctor.
Then you shouldn't ask unsatisfactory questions, sister. Do you really want to know why we keep this miserable creature alive? Why he rates thousands of dollars worth of equipment and 2 nurses of his own?
Is there a reason?
Of course there's a reason. Determining the exact moment of death is one of the most controversial issues in modern medicine. At what point does the whatever it is that keeps a person alive actually leave the body?
You mean the soul?
Christians call it the soul, Russians call it bioplasm, yogis call it the life force. But my point is that whatever it is has never been identified. Why? Because death occurs too quickly. Dying may occur slowly, but the moment of death is like the blink of an eye. You're either alive or you're dead.
So Patrick is just a guinea pig to you?
No, Patrick, my dear girl, is a very, very rare opportunity to study this gray area between life and death.
What does Matron Cassidy think of your ideas?
She thinks they're bullshit. Let me know when his bowels have moved.
Well, what does he know anyway? You probably just haven't had anything to say, right? Hello? Is anybody in there? Hello? Hello? finished, Ed? I'd like to discuss our divorce.
Divorce? I thought you said it was going to be a trial separation.
Well, it's hardly a separation if you're going to follow me about everywhere and break into my flat like some mad mauler.
Well, you don't think that lock's going to keep anyone out, do you? Oh, Jesus, Kathy. I care about you. I'm only trying to do something about it.
You want to do something, Ed?
Sure, Jacka. Anything.
Get lost.
I see. So much for women's rape fantasies.
I just don't want any involvements for a while.
I want to be alone. It won't work. You cut yourself off pretty soon. The nerve endings die and you'll be no better off than Patrick here.
Ed accuses me of being frigid.
Rubbish. Now, how would he know? Look, it's your body you're walking around in, and it's you who's got to make all the decisions about how you feel. Listen, you're going to a party on Friday night.
I don't think I can make a party.
No excuses. Brian's parties are always good for what ails you. Matter of fact, so's Brian.
Who's Brian?
Dr. Brian Wright. He's a neurosurgeon at Southern General. And, all right, if you like the Playboy type.
The last thing I need is someone with a case of galloping gonads.
Well, you have until Friday night to decide.
I'll think about it.
Listen, do you want to take my car? Have you got something teed up with Lord Bridges there? Huh? Well, I don't call him Dr. Wright for nothing.
He's drunk.
Oh, it's a party. Loosen up a little.
It was a party. I think I should go home.
It won't hurt to talk to him, will it? A long time dead, Kathy.
I was hoping to talk to him about Patrick.
Well, talk to him about Patrick, anything. He'll do the rest.
Thanks.
The keys are in the car. I'm off for the weekend, I think.
So where were we then?
Pardon?
Who are you?
Kathy Jacquard. Where have you been?
Down there, listening to the stereo. I always do a couple of laps after a heavy night. Clears the head. I'm Brian.
Yes, I know. We met earlier.
Oh.
Come on in, Kathy.
Actually, I was hoping to talk to you about a patient of mine at the Roger Clinic.
Ah, you're the new gardener.
Oh, you know about Patrick?
I read an article somewhere. You coming in for a swim or not?
I've eaten.
Oh, so have I. Coming in clothes or not?
No, I should be getting home.
I'll drive you then.
No, I'll get a cab. You shouldn't be driving.
Nonsense. Come on. Come on in.
No, really.
What are you doing?
More typing from the front office. You never should have let on you typed.
The typewriter's playing up.
Along with the lift and everything else in this building, Captain Fraser thinks we've got gremlins. Hey, what do you think of Brian?
Well, he shouldn't go swimming on a full stomach.
When you off?
Off, I just got on. Nurse Penhaligon rang in sick.
Again? I'll see you in the morning. Patrick, can you hear me? Patrick, if you can hear me, I want you to do that with your mouth, what you just did. Once means yes and twice means no. Do you understand? Is that yes? Do you know where you are? Do you know who I am? Can you see me? Can you feel that? Wait here. Matron, can I show you something in room 15? Patrick, Matron Casti's here. Show her. Patrick, show her, please. He spits. A whole team of specialists to be wrong?
Yes, I'll be the first to admit it. Most of the time, we're just piddling on our shoes. Well, aren't we?
I prefer to think we're helping the sick and injured.
I consider I've had a damn good day if I don't make anybody worse. I used to be into crusades. Great advances in medical science, the betterment of mankind.
And now you're just into money?
No, I'm filthy rich. I think it's the parties, mainly.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
All right. Let's talk about you.
Let's talk about Patrick.
All right. Here is the brain. 2 cerebral hemispheres, each divided into lobes. Frontal, temporal, parietal, occipital. Now, within each lobe are over 100 million nerve cells and fibers, any one of which is capable of conducting a message to the cerebral cortex. You follow me?
I learnt that in my first year of nursing.
Well, it's the easy part. Now, sure, we can probe around and find the nerve that's responsible for wiggling a patient's toes. But when it comes to the more sophisticated functions of the brain, we're in the dark ages. And what you're after is probably the most sophisticated function of them all. The nebulous bridge between the conscious and the unconscious.
You mean the soul, the life force?
Do I detect a note of sarcasm? All right, try this. I mean, anything's possible. We have 5 known senses. Now, a man who loses any one of them, his sight, for example, automatically compensates with a keener sense of hearing, finer sense of touch. Now, Patrick, with all 5 senses cut off, if there is such a thing as a 6th sense, he's had 3 years to develop a beauty. Holy hell. Wait here. Yes. Who do I have to speak to regarding breaking and entering? Thank you.
Who are you phoning?
The police. Has anything been taken?
I'd rather not call the police.
Just a moment. Yes, just a moment. Kathy, what's the address here?
I said I'd rather not bother the police with this.
Nonsense, of course you must.
No.
Kathy. I don't get it. Somebody breaks in and wrecks your flat and you don't want to report it.
It's all right.
It is not all right. He could come back.
If he comes back, I can handle him.
Don't kid yourself.
Look, I'm fairly certain it was my husband, Ed. It's just his little way of making a point. I can handle him.
Come on. I'll help you clean up.
I can manage, thank you.
Kathy,
I said I can manage, Brian.
I'll leave you to it then.
Brian, I'm sorry. Thanks for caring.
Tell me something. If this hadn't happened, forget it. Take care.
No, my solicitor has advised me not to discuss it with you. I presume you'll be getting in touch with your solicitor.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about last night, Ed. Unless you were too drunk to remember.
Too drunk to remember what?
Honest to God, Ed, I'm really disappointed in you.
Look, Kathy, love, I don't know what you're talking about.
I said I don't want to discuss it.
Look, love, what is it I'm supposed to have done?
Ed, that flat wasn't much, but it was mine. I painted it and decorated it. And I don't see how you could be so cruel.
Look, Kathy, I haven't done anything. I was nowhere near your flat last night.
Then where were you? I don't want to see you again, Ed. Just stay away, or I'll get an injunction and you can deal with the police. You bastard! Oh, I'm sorry, Patrick, I'm sorry. You can feel. Can you feel that? 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 You can feel that, can't you?
When you have a moment, sister.
Do you believe in euthanasia, sister?
Well, I don't believe in wandering about with an ampule of...
Do you believe in a passive sense, in allowing someone to die for his own good?
I don't think anyone has the right to play God.
That is a pathetic answer coming from someone who calls herself a nurse. Do you think we should close down the hospital and all go home? If there were a God, and if the patient in room 15 could think, I bet he'd be thinking that God must have a pretty monstrous sense of humor. But of course there isn't any God. No God, no justice, no compassion. Only fear. So he lies in there month after month, year after year, because nobody, including myself, has the simple decency to switch off that machine and let him do what he should have done 3 years ago. He is an embarrassment, sister. He is a daily reminder that medicine can prolong death much more effectively than it prolongs life. So if it appears as a conspiracy to lock him away, it's just that the mere sight of him is a somewhat offensive reminder of our own ugliness. And then you come along. And not only do you remind us that he is human, but you claim that he has feelings, and that we have neglected him, and that you A second-rate probationary nurse who discovered something in a couple of weeks that our team of specialists couldn't find out in 3 years. And as if that were not enough, you then go over the heads of Dr. Rocher and myself, placing us in an embarrassing situation by getting an opinion from an outside doctor. You then merrily proceed to slap and fondle this patient in a manner that should see you blacklisted from every hospital in this country. And you ask, why don't you believe me?
I was only trying to help.
You can. I'm not going to sack you. Well, quite frankly, I need every qualified nurse I can lay my hands on, but you are to be punished. And your punishment is that you shall continue to be responsible for the patient in room 15, and you shall prove that I was not mistaken in hiring you. Now, I expect you to do exactly as you are told, no more and no less, and I expect you to keep your nose clean, your mouth shut, and your hands off.
Yes, matron.
And now get out of here.
I've changed the lock. Look, I don't care what you think. I didn't bust this place up last night, and if I didn't, then somebody else did. Well, someone's got to look after you. Look, the painters will be in tomorrow. I'll probably fix the furniture up myself. That carpet needs cleaning. I'll borrow Phil's rig and I'll fix it on the weekend. Dead set, Jacko. I didn't do it.
You know, Ed, I've had such a rotten day. I'm rather pleased to see you. What's that smell?
Huh? Oh, that smell. Ah, that is tuna casserole.
Good God.
Well, tonight's on me. Ed Jacquard, gentleman chef, handyman. Look, come on, sit down. There you go. Sit down. Put your feet up. Now, ma'am, can I get you something from the bar? A gin and tonic, perhaps?
Gin and tonic.
Can you help me? What's the matter?
Nothing, Doctor.
You look as though you've been crying.
I've got a bad cold.
Speak up.
I said I have got a bad cold.
Look at you. You look awful.
It's just that it's a bit chilly, Doctor.
Good Lord, woman, if you're as cold as all that, go and get a heater out of the matron's office. I would have thought you would be used to it by now.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
All right, pick it up, plug it in, and sit down quietly. For Christ's sake, have matron get a replacement. Go home, go to bed, and don't come back till you can function without breaking anything.
I'm sorry about the fight, Jacko. Dead set. What went wrong?
I don't know, Ed. A lot of things. Leaving home, coming here. It wasn't your fault, Ed. But you should try being boxed in for 24 hours a day with nothing but 4 blank walls to stare at. And you'd come home, drunk, stumble into bed, sleep. And then you'd turn around and say I was the one who was hung up.
Hey, now, wait a minute. You're talking to the new Ed Jacquard. You watch this. As from now, I'm completely off it. Finished. Cigarettes? What can I do to make you happy? That sports car? I'll buy you the sports car. Then you'll have all the freedom that you want. This mean I can stay the night?
Let's just start with dinner, shall we?
All right. You know, if this Patrick person turns up, you'll have to give him a tap with the cold spoon.
Why'd you say that?
Well, isn't that what you nurses do to a bloke, you know, when he...
Yes, I know what it means. It's just... Oh, forget it.
Tuna casserole, a la Jacquard.
Oh, get a scorch pad. You'll burn the table.
Jacka? I never felt a thing. Still don't.
What'd they say at the hospital?
Partial thickness burns on both hands. He'll be off work for a month. Hello, Mr. Windsor. You have a nice lunch? How are the Sparrow people?
Okay.
You're getting back with him, then?
Look, I'm only going to cook dinner for him one night.
Well, what about Brian?
Oh, I don't know.
Look, I don't want to shove him down your throat. But I mean, I know he fancies you. Why don't you give it a try before you go back to Ed? Well, go back to Ed. He must love you, and it's better to be boxed up in Wheeler's Hill than horny in Carlton.
I'm not horny.
Well, you've been around him too long. You want a good piece of advice, Kath? Get out of here before you end up like Matron Cassidy. What's the matter, Kath? Oh, it's the room, no air.
It's him. It's Patrick. Paula, he had an erection the other night.
So they all do that, conscious or unconscious.
It's different.
Oh, now wait on, love. Hello, Captain Fraser. Have a nice lunch.
Find me crowd.
Lift's broken again. Matron said nobody should use it to use the stairs.
Oh, is Matron aware that this is a hospital, not a gymnasium?
Well, do I have to remind you this is a hospital? We simply must have that lift repaired sooner than that.
Matron, I want you to do something for me.
Hold on, please. Look, I am rather busy, Doctor.
I want all the early reports on Patrick. Anything to do with the details of his accident.
Well, I imagine one would have to contact the police for that information.
Fine.
Hello? Yes, well, then I suggest you make our lift a priority. What's that?
It's a cerebral functions monitor.
Where did it come from?
I won it in a card game.
Is this related to anything I should know about, Doctor?
I have a new theory. I'm going to try some ECT on Patrick to see if I can shock some response out of him. What do you think?
Since you ask, I think it's disgusting.
Yes. Yes, but it's worth the try.
I'd love to, Brian, but I can't. Nurse Penhaligon rang in sick and I'll be here all night. No, I'm busy on Thursday night. No. Oh, I don't know, maybe. It's a bit up in the air at the moment. Hey, Brian, you didn't mention our conversation about Patrick to anyone, did you? Well, yes, but I don't want to talk about it over the phone. There have been some interesting developments. I'll ring you, all right? Yeah, I promise. I gotta go now. Okay. Bye. Aren't we speaking then?
Hello, anyone there?
Patrick, I didn't type this, did I? You typed it, didn't you? Didn't you? There, Patrick. Show me there. Show me. Show me, Patrick. Show me. I've got all night, Patrick. All right, I'll start it for you. Let's start with Dear Mum. Is that your mum or my mum? Because I never had one. She died when I was a baby. Well, aren't we a clever boy? What does that mean? Dear Mum. Patrick, did you wreck my flat? Why are you doing this? What do you want? Ed burned his hands, but it serves the bastard right. I didn't type that. When he came on a bit strong, I fixed him up in his own swimming pool. What did you mean by that? Patrick? Patrick.
Hi. Did I get you up?
Oh, come in.
You have a heavy night or something?
Yeah.
Anybody I know?
Yes, Patrick.
Yeah, let me do that. You're not free tonight?
I don't know. I mean, thanks. I just don't know.
So how does your garden grow up?
Hmm?
Patrick, what are the interesting developments?
If I told you, I don't think you'd believe me.
Why not?
Matron Cassidy didn't. Dr. Roger wouldn't. I'm not sure if I believe it myself.
Try me.
What do you call it when someone has the power to make things move around the room without touching them?
Magic.
There you are. You see, I told you you wouldn't believe me.
I'm sorry. It's called psychokinesis.
Last night, I was typing some letters for Matron.
Yeah? Go on.
Well, I was typing this letter, and I had a lapse of concentration, you know, like a daydream. And when I came to and I looked at what I typed, well, wait a minute. Now, I didn't type that, Brian. I mean, my fingers were doing the working, but I know Patrick did it.
Patrick typed this?
Yes, look at this. But when he came on a bit strong, I fixed him up, ha, in his own swimming pool of all places. That's you, Brian.
Is that what you think? That I came on a bit strong?
Well, I didn't write this. Patrick did. And look at this. Ed burned his hands, but it serves the bastard right. Right. Spelt with a W. Now, the night before last, my husband Ed burned his hands on a casserole dish. How did Patrick know that?
Exactly. How did he?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Now, wait a minute, Kathy. You're saying that you think Patrick was controlling what you typed on that typewriter?
Yes.
Well, it's a pretty tall order.
You think I typed it as some sort of subconscious projection? All right. What about this? I wasn't even touching the typewriter. I don't know anything about algebra. I couldn't have typed that. What does it mean?
Nothing. Kathy, I've seen a man levitate. He really raised his body into midair and held it there. I've seen a Filipino cab driver remove a cancer with a rusty bread knife. So don't accuse me of narrow-mindedness.
I really should be getting ready for work.
It's catch-22 as far as I'm concerned, Kathy. I can't give an opinion on Patrick until I've examined him. And I can't examine him because such things are just not done.
It's not fair.
Mm-hmm. But it's ethical.
Oh, Sister Jacquard, matron wanted to see you as soon as you came on.
You wanted to see me, matron?
You will recall that when I hired you, it was on condition that we reserve the option to terminate you without notice.
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid I will have to exercise that option. I would like you to collect your things and leave the building immediately.
Why?
I never indicated the position was permanent.
Is it something I've done?
Very well, I'll be frank, Mrs. Jacquard. I don't think you are cut out to be a nurse in an institution like this.
It's because of Patrick, isn't it? It's because I know too much.
If anything, it's because you know too little. Even your typing has become erratic.
It's because Dr. Wright asked permission to examine Patrick, isn't it?
I really had hoped to avoid a confrontation, Mrs. Jacquard. I have a very full day.
You can't do this.
I can, and I have. Now, will you kindly leave?
Patrick. What have they been doing to you? I've got something to tell you. I've been sacked. I've got to leave. Don't you care? I can't stay. I haven't any choice. How can I help you when you do absolutely nothing to cooperate? What are you afraid of? Why don't you want anyone else to know? Who? When?
I'm going home now.
Good night, matron. Oh, matron, was the repairman here earlier?
Not that I know of. Why?
Nothing. I just thought I heard someone working in the basement. Probably just a touch of the rats, as Captain Fraser would say.
Kathy, this is ridiculous.
Well, don't do it then.
I wouldn't want you to do anything unethical, like saving someone's life.
Cut it out.
It's in the wall. It's in the wall.
Captain Fraser, what are we doing out of bed? Oh. When we need anything at night, we ring our buzzer. Oh, Captain. Well, come with me and I'll get you changed.
Patrick, this is Dr. Wright, the one I was telling you about. He knows. He's going to help you.
How long will this take?
Talk to him.
George?
See if you can get him to respond.
Patrick. Please, Patrick, for God's sake.
You said he had an erection.
Yes?
Get him to do it. You haven't got all night, Kathy. All right. Let's try something else. Come and hold this. I want to try his reaction to strobe.
Will it take long?
This was your idea. Now, don't rush me. Hold it 18 inches from the bridge of his nose. Bring it up slowly.
attended to. No, I was dismissed yesterday. What's wrong? Well, what's wrong? What's happened? Yes, of course. I'll be there in about half an hour.
Well, the uniform boys put in a report last night, and I have to follow it up. Yes?
Mrs. Jekyll.
Oh, fine. Send her in. Send her in. Have a seat, please, Mrs. Jackard. Yes, Doctor. Well, the point that I'm trying to make is that the power was off throughout the whole neighborhood for just under 1 hour. And yet every electric clock in this building seems to show the correct time.
We have our own emergency generator in the basement. It comes on automatically in the event of a power failure. So the electricity could only have been off for 2 minutes.
I see. Well, again, the electricity people maintain that the overload originated here, in this building. Can you think of what might have caused it?
No, but circuits do become overloaded.
Mrs. Jackard, isn't it?
Yes.
You're normally responsible for the patient in room 15 from noon until 9 p.m.?
Yes, normally.
And yet you weren't in the building last night. Mrs. Jackard?
No, I was dismissed yesterday.
That's news to me. But of course, Matron Cassidy has charge of staff.
What happened here last night?
Well, Sister Penhaligon was discovered unconscious in room 15 early this morning. She appeared to be in a state of catatonic hysteria. Is that correct, Doctor?
That's close enough.
Is she all right?
She's under sedation, heavy sedation.
Well, as you see, Mr. Jackard, it'll be some time before we're able to find out from her what happened. And we were hoping that as you had been working in room 15, perhaps we could...
Sergeant, Sister Penhaligon existed at the brink of hysteria anyway. She was weak. She would think of any excuse to ring in sick. I dare say that when the lights went off, she probably panicked.
Yes, well, I've no doubt there is a perfectly logical explanation for what happened. But we were swamped with telephone calls last night. No, not just to report a power failure, but everything from barking dogs to flying saucers.
Sergeant Grant?
Yes, what is it?
There's something in the basement I think you should see.
Will it wait?
I don't think so, sir.
Doctor, it's Patrick. You know it's him, don't you?
There's the cause of your power failure. Not a pretty way to go. Make a connection across those terminals, buzz bars vaporize, molten copper. Who is she?
Matron Cassidy.
We'll need a pronouncement, Doctor, just to make it official. Doctor? What do you suppose she was doing down here?
Replacing a fuse, I suppose. I don't know.
Is that all you're going to do?
There'll be an inquest. I need to get some formal statements, but I'm satisfied.
You don't believe this was an accident, do you?
What the electricity boys reckon? She wasn't wearing shoes. She grounded herself when she stepped into the puddle. Bang.
But why wasn't she wearing shoes? And why was she down there in the first
Look,
place?
Mrs. Jackard, please, let's not complicate this any further, will you? You've got a hell of a job writing out a report as it is.
Listen to me. Matron Cassidy wanted Patrick dead. Now she's dead. Does that sound like an accident to
Look,
you?
let me get this straight, will you, Mrs. Jackard? Are you suggesting that she was trying to kill the patient in room 15?
I'm saying that there is a possibility, yes.
Why?
Well, that's a hard question to answer, but there is someone who can explain it better than I, and I think you should see him.
Kathy.
Brian. Sergeant Grant, Dr. Brian Wright.
Sergeant,
I'm sorry to bother you.
what's the problem?
Something's happened. Matron Cassidy's dead. She's been electrocuted.
I'm sorry.
Sergeant Grant's investigating the case.
Oh, when she says I'm investigating the case, it seems
Brian,
pretty straightforward to me.
Matron Cassidy was trying to switch off the power when she was killed.
Well, we don't know for certain she was trying
Don't
to
you
do...
see? Patrick was right. He said someone would try to kill him last night, and she did, only he stopped her.
He stopped her?
Patrick.
The one that's been in a coma for 2 years?
3 years. That's why I thought Brian might be able to explain better than me.
Well, I'm not quite sure what you want, Kathy.
Brian, I know this is awkward, but Matron's been killed.
I'm sorry, Kathy, but how can I help?
Tell him about psychokinesis.
Kathy, I'd be happy to give the sergeant a 4-hour lecture on psychokinesis, but I hardly see that it has any bearing on Matron Cassidy's death.
Brian, he's going to think I'm mad if you don't say something.
Kathy,
Tell him about that night in the pool.
you mean the night I got the cramp?
You didn't get the cramp, you know that. It was Patrick.
What?
Patrick certainly seems to get around a bit.
Kathy, darling.
Don't patronize me. I think we should tell him about last night.
Well, I hardly think that's a matter for the police.
Are you going to tell him or shall I?
Mrs. Jackard.
Tell him, Brian.
Mrs. Jackard, would you please wait in the car? Mrs. Jackard? Tell me about last night, Doc.
You're not really interested in my sex life, are you, Sergeant?
I still feel as though there's something I should do. You could close the door on your way out. You going back to Ed?
I don't know.
I'd give it a try.
Yeah. Thanks, Paula. Thanks for everything.
Ed! Phil, I'm trying to find Ed. Have you seen him? No, he's been off work for 2 days. I hadn't thought of that. I'll check. And Phil, if you see him... Yeah, a bit. Okay? Bye.
Shamrock, Tom Butler. Who?
Jacquard. Ed Jacquard.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't seen him for a couple of days. Bit of strife with some lady friend, I think.
Oh, I see. Did he mention her name? It's very important I contact him.
No, sorry. Tell you who wouldn't know? Neil Adler. Neil was selling a sports car that Ed was gonna...
A sports car?
He was gonna surprise her with it.
Oh, I see. I see. No, it's all right. I think I know who this lady is. Do you have Neil Adler's number? Yes, I'll wait.
Why don't you finish early and go home?
Go home?
I'll look after everything.
Doctor, are you
Williams,
sure?
I'm still in charge here. Please, just go home and don't worry.
Hello, is that Neil Adler? I'm trying to reach Ed Jacquard. Oh, I was told he was going to see you about a car. This is his wife, Kathy.
Sergeant Grant. What can I do for you, Mrs. Jacquard?
Sergeant, I have a problem. And, well, you're the only policeman I know.
Lucky me. What's your problem?
I seem to have lost my husband.
I see.
It's not as crazy as it sounds. He apparently bought a car from a friend 2 days ago as a gift. For me, actually. And, he seems to have vanished. Hello?
Grant here, Mrs. Jacquard. I found your car. No sign of your husband.
Where was the car?
Well, it was towed away from a no-standing zone outside the Roget Clinic earlier this afternoon. Apparently, it had been there for a couple of days. You there?
Yes. Yes, Sergeant.
Incidentally, about that other business, that Patrick, friend of yours, is a bit of a celebrity. You know that?
What do you mean?
Well, I've been going through the files here, and it turns out that... Oh, hang on. Someone's penciled in a notation here about a boyfriend of a nurse who worked there over a year ago.
What about him?
He died, some unspecified disease. Says it started with a numbness in his hands and then spread. You there? Mrs. Jacquard?
He made me. He did it. We've got to kill him. You've got to help me. Look. We'll clear the building, get everyone out, then burn it. You can't go in there. He won't let you. No! No!
What have you done to my husband? Patrick? Where is he? Talk to me, Patrick. Is that it? You think I'm a slut? Why? Because I've been unfaithful? Because I won't belong to you? Is that why you murdered your mother, Patrick? What did you think, Patrick? That if you stopped other men getting close to me, we'd be together forever and ever? Love? What do you know about love? Who'd love you? You're a self-centered, self-important, self-indulgent little boy who never grew up, who wants his mummy. Go get it out of your system. Your tantrums don't scare me anymore. Now, what have you done to my husband? Where is he? You're wrong, Patrick. Are you better off? What? What is it? I don't understand. What's Ed done to hurt you? What have I done to hurt you? Patrick, I can't.
Harry. Sign goes on at sunset.
Who are you?
I'm Ed Jacquard. What the hell's going on here?
She's in there with Patrick.
Patrick? Kathy?
I killed him.
Nobody killed him. He died of natural causes.
Come on, lovely. I'll take you home.
It's all right. Just a simple motor nerve reflex. I've seen it before. Some people argue it's the life force, the soul departing the body. Anyway, it's ended.
So that's Patrick.
That's Patrick.